If you're in a situation where your credit score is in the 500s or 600s because of negative remarks on your credit report, make sure you watch this video to the end because I'll be going into details on how you can fix and rebuild your credit and how you can get that done with a $14 book that I purchased offline. Let's get into it. Now, the very first thing you do whenever you're in the process of repairing your credit is request your credit report. Now, you can use apps such as Credit Karma, which will give you access to your Equifax and TransUnion, and then you have to also have the Experian app to get access to your Experian score, and then you have all three credit reports. But what I recommend doing, because there are differences in using Experian and Credit Karma, is I would recommend requesting all three credit reports from all three bureaus through annualcreditreport.com. Now, it is an annual credit report website that you can get your credit score from, but actually right now you're able to request your credit score weekly, so definitely take advantage of that. You'll be able to request a hard copy and you'll be able to request the PDF copy online to where you can see it right then and there, and then you can just have a hard copy for just in case. But with the differences that I noticed when I request my credit report from annualcreditreport.com is that it was a lot of missing information when it came to Credit Karma or Experian, and those are items that are very, very important when it's time to dispute. So that is a very, very important step in order to get to the disputing process on your credit report. Now, the reason why you're requesting your credit report, because you need to see if you have late payments on your credit report. You need to see if you have hard inquiries. You need to see if you have collections. That's one of the most important things, the collections. You need to see what your credit utilization is, and you need to see what type of credit age that you have, because the more credit that you have and the longer you had it, it shows that you could be more of a credit worthy type person, and you'll have people wanting to loan more money to you because they show that you have on-time payments. They show you don't have any late payments. So that's why that is very important as well too. Now, before we even get into the next step, I'm going to tell you right now, what worked for me may not work for you. Like certain stuff that got deleted off of my credit report, it may not get deleted off of yours, but it's always worth a try. And if you put forth an effort, most of the time you are able to get mostly everything deleted, but it's not always guaranteed. So make sure that you understand that before you start this process, but this would just move you in the right direction of rebuilding your credit score. So just keep that in mind. So once you have an idea of what's affecting your credit negatively, such as late payments, collections, hard inquiries, now it's time to start the dispute process. Now, before I even get into that dispute process, I'm going to go ahead and just give you the book now. The book is Repair Your Credit Like the Pros. If you go to my Amazon store, which is linked below, and you go to my book collection, you'll see that this book is in there. And also, if you go to my Instagram page, you'll see that this book is a book that I had for years, and it definitely helped improve my credit score from the low 500s to the high 700s, and it's only $14. Now, you have people out here that's making a living off of fixing people's credit reports. Now, if you don't want to take the time out and do it yourself, which it doesn't take long at all, it only take a few minutes to send letters off, you can pay someone to get this done. You probably will pay $200 up front and then you pay monthly. But how I see it is, I'm not going to pay anybody. This is something that I can do myself just by reading a book that gives you all the letters that you need to get this done. And it can get done in a matter of 3 to 6 months or even longer, depending on how frequent you are sending the letters. So definitely feel free to check that book out in my Amazon store below. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please just hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so YouTube can see this video is valuable and they'll push it out to a larger audience. Also, leave a comment down below letting me know if you're going to get this book to help speed up your process to getting a 700 credit score. And let's get back into the video. Now, the third thing to do is begin the dispute process. So like I said, after you have all the late payments, you know, every item that you have in collections, whatever you see on your credit report that is negative, it's time to dispute. So the very first thing that I would recommend you dispute first, which the book would also tell you as well, is any inaccurate names or addresses that's on your credit report. You need to go ahead and dispute those immediately, because before you dispute anything else, if you have inaccurate names and addresses on your credit report, once you remove those, that may remove some of the accounts that's on your credit report as well too. Let's say your name is Keith F. Jones, but you see that a name on there is Keith S. Jones or just Keith Jones, you can dispute those inaccurate names on your credit report with the letters that come with the book. And once you read the letters, you'll see how it actually works. So that would be the first thing that I would do. And then the next thing, once you get those removed, then it's time for you to dispute the late payments, the collections, the hard inquiries off of your credit report. And the way that you would actually do that is disputing directly with the credit bureaus. So you have the three main credit bureaus. You have Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So for example, if you have a collection on all three credit bureaus, you're gonna send a letter, which is gonna be in the packet as well, to all three credit bureaus. And what they'll do is they're going to verify if that collection is actually yours. And sometimes they may say that it's verified and it's really not verified. So then what you would do is once they send that letter back to you saying that this account is yours, you would send a separate letter that's in the packet as well to the collection agency that's trying to collect on the debt and say, hey, I need you to verify that this collection is mine. I need you to send some signatures over. I need you to send the date that I signed for this debt, which I said before, it's all in the letter. They have 30 days to respond to that. And if they don't respond, or if they don't send you the information that you requested, then you get to send that information back to the credit bureaus and tell them, hey, they did not verify that this debt was mine. You said that this debt was currently mine. So how is that even possible when they can't even verify the debt? Then you putting them in a tough situation where they got to delete that information because it is inaccurate information. So that's pretty much how the process works. It's going to work like that with late payments. It's going to work like that with hard inquiries. And you know, certain items on your credit report, such as foreclosures or bankruptcies or whatever, those are going to be handled differently. And like I said, those are all in the book as well too, but those may be a little bit harder to come off of your credit report because of the type of debt that it is. So keep that in mind. That's why I say everybody's situation is different. Certain things may come off, certain things may take a second round. You may run into issues where it may take a third or fourth round for collections or late payment to be removed off your credit report. And certain situations where you have sent 4 or 5 rounds, it may not remove off of your credit report. And then from that point, what you will have to do is you may have to negotiate or pay for deletion. So those are just scenarios that you may run into. And then the pay for deletion, what that'll do is you get a discounted amount that you have to pay and you get it all in writing. And when you get that agreement from the original creditor saying, hey, if you give me this much, I'll delete this off of your credit report. Then you send in your money order. So it's just many different ways that you can actually get items removed off of your credit report. And sometimes, like I said, it may take money. Now, one of the benefits of fixing my credit was being able to pretty much get whatever credit card that I want. And if you want to see an unboxing video of the American Express Delta Reserve card, please feel free to check this video out here, because that'll be a review on one of the high-end cards that I was able to get just from doing what I'm teaching you to do right now. Now let's get back into the video. Now the fourth step in this process of rebuilding your credit is once you've done that credit sweep and you disputed items off of your credit report, such as the late payments, the collections and everything, it's time to start building positive payment history. You have 2 ways you can get that done. You can either get a secure credit card, or you can be added to someone else's credit card as an authorized user, and that'll start reporting positive payment history to your credit report. And most of the time, it actually helps boost your credit score if you don't have anything on your credit report. It may boost your credit score to the 700s, depending on if you got everything removed. But if that's not an option for you, then the secure route will be the better route. And my recommended secure credit card to get is a Discover It card. The reason why I would recommend Discover It is because you don't have an annual fee. I believe you get 2% cash back on all purchases, and you can put up to $2,500 on that secure credit card as your credit line. So you determine what your credit line is going to be. And I know you probably like, well, why would I give a credit card company my money when I could just go get a credit card, which a bank or a credit card company will actually give me money? Most of the time, if you do a credit sweep and you don't have any credit history at that point, credit card companies are not going to give you a credit card because you don't have any history. So starting off that way, that will help you build positive payment history with a credit card company, so you can go out and get the Amex cards, or go out and get the Chase cards, or go get a mortgage, or whatever you're trying to do. You just need that positive payment history to help build credit age, to show that you have some type of credit utilization, just show that you're a credit worthy type of person. So keep that in mind, and whenever you do have the Discover It card, keep it open for 6-7 months before you decide to go apply for another card, like an unsecured credit card. And if you get to that point, you'll see the benefits of it in no time. You just got to remain consistent and continue to protect your credit. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.